friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be another holiday tutorial, and I am so excited about this one because today I am using the new, well, new-ish, pretty new, not brand new, I guess kind of new, I don't know, the Huda Beauty Smokey Obsessions palette. You guys saw in my Sephora VIB sale haul, which I'll link down below just in case you missed it. You guys saw that I picked up all 4 of these palettes, and I asked you guys if you wanted a tutorial, and you were all about it. So I figure the one that I should do at least first, I don't know if I'm gonna do another one after this, but I figure the first one I should definitely do is the Smokey Obsessions because A, I love a good smoky eye, and B, this was the one that I was the most excited for anyway. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like right here. It's just 9 of the most smoky cool tone shades that I own. So of course I did this cool tone eye here. I know warm tones are kind of the thing right now, like everybody loves a good warm tone eye, which don't get me wrong, I do of course, but I am really feeling this cool tone eye. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then please just keep on watching. So jumping into the Smokey Obsessions palette, the first color I'm taking is this cool tone transition shade, and I'm just going to take this with a Sigma E40 brush and just toss this all throughout my crease. I love this shade, especially because it is more cool tone and it just goes really well with everything else in the palette. I do already have my brows done and my foundation on and my eyes primed, by the way. You guys know that's how I like to do my makeup usually. So after I do that, I'm going to go into this kind of, I don't know, it's like a dusty mauve cool tone brown kind of color, and I'm taking a more precise fluffy brush and I'm starting by working this onto my outer V, and then I'm going to bring this more into the crease. I am really going to build up the dimension to this look. We're just going to go deeper and deeper with these like cool tone browns that are in here, and unfortunately I'm not using any of the like metallic shades in this palette, but I definitely do want to give those a try. But you guys know me and matte shadows, it's just my life. It's just how I do. So now I'm going into this even darker, deep cool tone. I'm going to stop saying cool tone because obviously every single color in this palette is cool tone. But I'm just going into this deeper brown right next door, and I'm using the exact same brush and basically doing the exact same thing. I'm just focusing this a little bit more on the outer V and then bringing it in a little bit more directly into the crease, not so much thrown in there. I'm kind of focusing it a little bit more precisely. That's the word I'm looking for. Then I'm going to do my favoriteest part in the entire tutorial, grabbing the black shade. You guys know how it is with me and black. When I saw that there was a matte black in this palette, I knew this was the one that I needed to have. So I'm taking a brush by Makeup Geek. I think this is like an outer V brush. That's a thing, so I feel like that's what it is. And I'm just working this on the outermost part of my lid and kind of like a little into the crease, but barely. Usually I go all the way in, but for today I really wanted to make sure that all the darkness was just on that outer corner. So I'm just working this right out there, and I'm really making sure that I'm making this pitch black. I want this black to be visible. I don't want it to just be like a dark gray, and this is actually a pretty good black. I didn't feel like I had to go in too much with it, but of course, you know, once you start blending, the black does kind of fade a little bit, but other than that, I think it was really good. So then I went in with that darker brown shade again and just started blending that black out. Even though I do want it to be pitch black, I also want it to be blended. So it's kind of a process. You gotta apply, then blend, apply, then blend, and then that's how you'll get your blended out black shade. Then I'm gonna take the star of the show, the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow, blah blah blah, the shadow in Diamond Dust. This is the glitter one, not the shimmer one, and I am obsessed with these. You guys don't even understand. You guys do not get the obsession. I love these so much. I think they complete every single look. So I just took this and applied it on the inner like 2/3 of my lid. I'm definitely not trying to cover up that black on the outer V. I just love the contrast that this and the black have together. It really stands out, and I love it. This is just like a classic smoky eye for the holidays to me. So after I did that, I went back into the black shade and just applied it again on the outermost V. And I don't want to bring this too far in, especially not this second time that I'm going in with it, because then it's going to be harder to blend it out and make it look cohesive. I just really wanted to deepen that up, and then of course I'm going in and blending it out again. Like I said, it's a process, a 2-step process, but a very long, repetitive 2-step process. Then I'm going to apply my liquid liner. Of course, my NYX matte liquid liner is always the one that I use. It's my favorite. I can't see myself using anything else. I mean, if you guys have a recommendation, I've been using this for so long. If you guys have a recommendation for one that you really, really love, let me know. So far, this has been my favorite. And I've tried a whole bunch after I tried this one, and they just don't live up to it. So of course I took a makeup wipe and just wiped away all that fallout. And even though I do have my foundation on, it's okay because we're about to apply concealer right in that area anyway, so I don't really care. For my concealer, I use my Nars Soft Matte Concealer in the color Ginger. Yeah, that sounds right, Ginger. And I just applied this with a Hair and Makeup Addiction brush, and I'm just blending it out with a damp beauty blender like you guys see me do in every single tutorial that I've ever done in the history of mankind. I never blend out my concealer with a brush. It just never looks right to me. I never blend out foundation with a brush either, but concealer more so. And then to set that, I just use my DermaBlend loose powder. I've been loving this powder recently. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I've been trying like a good amount of powders recently. I wouldn't say it's my favorite powder of all time, but I definitely do really like it. I feel like it does kind of blur out any imperfections that I have underneath the eyes, and I am always a fan of that. And it definitely does keep me matte all day, which I need because I'm an oily beast. Then I'm taking my favorite eyeliner ever, super shocking, Marc Jacobs Highliner in Blacquer, and I'm just applying this on my lower, not really my lower lash line, my waterline. I guess I'm kind of getting it a little bit on my lower lash line. I'm applying it pretty generously because we are going to end up smoking it out because this is obviously a super smoky eye. So I'm applying a good amount of this, and the trick with this eyeliner that I find is that you want to do one eye at a time, which I'm obviously not doing, but I would recommend if you are doing this at home, do one eye at a time, because if you let it set, it's not going to move. Like, once you do one eye and then blend it out, it blends out beautifully, but if you let it set, it's not moving at all. So, I mean, I like that about this eyeliner, but I'm just saying. So, what I'm doing here is I grabbed the black eyeshadow and I started blending it out on my outer V. And I was originally just going to do the outer V, but then I thought, hey, the more black eyeshadow, the better. So then I brought it all the way in to the inner corner, which is what I usually do. I mean, it's my comfort zone. I feel weird if I don't have like this super crazy smoked out lower lash line, so that's really what I do every time. Then I grabbed this more like mauve taupey situation, and I grabbed it with a small pencil brush. I didn't want a pencil brush that was too big for this because I didn't want to get out of hand. Like, I didn't want to drag this all the way down to like where my eye bags are. I just really wanted it to be smoky, but I didn't want it to be too crazy. So I grabbed a smaller pencil brush and just started blending that black shade out. And now I'm grabbing my Hourglass Ambient Strobe Metallic Lighting Palette, something like that. And I'm grabbing the middle shade with a tiny little brush, and I'm just applying this on my inner corner. This palette didn't really have any inner corner highlight that I was interested in, so that's why I had to jump into my face highlight. And now I'm gonna prep my lashes for my falsies. I'm using my favorite mascara, the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I just got a new tube and it just feels so good. Look how clean that is. My old one was so nasty. It was out of control. Like, I was embarrassed to show it on camera, so I'm feeling really good about it. And for my lashes today, I'm using my Blink and Beauté lashes in Samantha. These are like a throwback Thursday for me, but they are so beautiful. I almost forgot how beautiful they are, but especially when you're doing a look that has a lot of drama on the outer V, these go so well because they are kind of flared out, so they're more dramatic on the outer corner, which it just adds to the look. It's just perfect. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the face. I am using my Urban Decay Naked Skin, what's it even called, Shapeshifter palette, and I'm using the medium dark shift, and I'm using that contour shade that I just showed you. And I'm just gonna go ahead and contour my cheekbones. And I have been obsessed with this brush that I'm using right now for contour. I think it makes my contour look so good, and I feel like I've said this before, but it just needs to be said. I don't know what this brush is called, but don't worry, because wait for my favorites video, I'm gonna talk about it. But it is so good. It's by Morphe. And it's definitely R something. I just don't know what the number is. So if you can use that information to find it, you let me know. But then I'm taking a MAC 239 brush and I'm contouring my nose with the exact same shade. The contour on the nose, still an ongoing struggle. Honestly, I've been struggling for like a good 2-3 years with my nose contour. Sometimes I think it looks great. Sometimes I think it looks like a hot mess. Today, we're kind of just in the middle of that. It looks okay. So now I'm bronzing up the skin, and I'm using my Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in Tantric. This bronzer is my freaking favorite. No, it's not my favorite.
maybe like my second or third favorite. I don't know, I really like this bronzer. My first favorite will probably always be the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil. I think that warm tone in the bronzer just makes me look so sun-kissed, but it just goes really well with my skin tone. This one's a little bit more cool tone than that one, but I do really like it. For blush, I am using BlushBaby by MAC, which is like such a throwback for me, but it's the perfect blush to use for these like cool tone holiday looks because it is kind of like a dusty pink shade. It just works really, really well. And speaking of dusty pink shade, I'm taking this pink shade from the Hourglass Ambient Metallic blah 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 palette, and I'm just applying this on my cheekbones. I am going to apply this down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, everywhere that I always apply my highlighter basically. That never really changes. My face routine pretty much in every single video is the same, so I'm just following that. And I like this palette. I won't say that I love it. I honestly thought I was gonna like it more than I do. It's definitely more metallic than like the regular ambient lighting powders by Hourglass, but it's not my favorite, you know. Now I'm going in with this glossy ColourPop lippy stick. It's so glossy. Do you see how glossy it is? I definitely don't remember the name of this, but it's going to be linked in the description box, I promise. And I also tried lining my lips with Aquarius Lippy Pencil by ColourPop, and it did not work because that color does not show up on me at all. So that's why I just didn't even include that step. But now I'm going in with Beauté, I don't know, lip pencil by MAC, and I'm just kind of outlining that and defining it because the lip color, it is like a beautiful pink shade, but it's just a little bit light on me, so I definitely had to add some definition to my lips. And then once I've done that, then this look is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be another holiday tutorial, which I am so excited about. I'm planning on putting up